you guys so much. Welcome to another episode of The Wave Talk. I'm your host, Michelle, and we are back with episode 8 of season 2 of The Wave Talk. We have a very special guest per usual. Stick around to find out who it is. I'm very excited. We're about to get into it deep. But before I get into my topics or whatever, I like to talk to my audience. How's y'all's week been so far? I know it's what, Tuesday?
It's only Tuesday?
It's only Tuesday.
Last week, but no, I guess not.
It's only Tuesday. It feels like Wednesday already. My week's been straight. The rain has been really good. I have a garden now, and I have like actual vegetables growing, so this rain is really good. Yeah, I can't wait to show everybody. I have like spinach, some celery, some onions, some carrots, some cabbage. Yeah. It is. It really is. I have it fenced off and everything. So, you know. No, not even. It's my dog. So she doesn't like to eat the food, but she likes to jump over there and argue with the next door dogs. And she like jumps on the, get out my shit.
I had some shit last year growing, and I had ants tearing my kale up bad.
That's fucked up. I got some kale too.
Rabbits running around. Rabbits starting something up. But rabbits is bad out there.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot of them around. Like, what do you gotta go?
Well, you know how rabbits get.
Yeah, I guess so, yeah.
That's true. You should. You gotta grow you some food, something little by little.
I started this year, yeah, I'm gonna get a late start, but I'm gonna get started though. I'm gonna grow a garden.
You should. I encourage.
Just start one thing. It's easy. Grow something easy like romaine lettuce or something. It's something easy. It's easy to grow.
It is. I got some lettuce too. You're gonna have to bring the camera out to the house, so we're gonna have a Wave Talk gardening episode, so I can show y'all how it gets down and dirty in my garden. Damn. Edit it out. Edit it. All right, y'all. So we're going to move on to our topics. We'll see how much time we have if I get to all of them. But the first one I wanted to do was kids don't really look like kids anymore. You know what I'm saying? Kids are looking a lot older than how they used to. And I brought that up because it's prom season. You know what I'm saying? So you'll see like all the high school girlies in their like custom fits, which there's no problem with a custom fit at all. I encourage it. But I think sometimes what gets me is like the cleavage is a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's like a grand ass show. It's grand. And then it's like, how do you top that? Or do you top that? It's just so.
The standards is high nowadays.
Standards are real high. And if you don't do it a big, then.
Shit, you know
right.
It's crazy. Like I can't keep up with them. It's like, man, y'all niggas.
I even saw Northwest at a I don't know where she was at with her mom, but that girl don't look 9. She's 9 years old, and I was just like, she's giving 13, and I don't know.
Look 9 at all. Like.
She does not look 9, and I don't.
Yeah, she does look a lot older than what she is, but maybe that's
the money.
Do you think it might be the money or the way they dress?
You don't think normal kids don't look older either?
Some
Yeah.
kids look older, but I think the money has a lot to do with it because they're eating good. You know what I'm saying? They gotta be eating real good.
Well, I'm talking about like the outfits that they wear. Now I'm talking about how they dress the children. I'm talking about the presentation, because I already know the bodies is finna be crazy because there's so many hormones in the foods that they put. So kids in that way look older as well. But I know that things come back in trends or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, will we ever bring that one back in to where kids are looking? And I feel like it is, only because our generation, the millennials, are witnessing what these other kids are looking like. And I don't feel like we would raise our kids to, we don't like that.
Because we wouldn't raise like that.
Exactly. We weren't raised like that.
It's like, I get that for sure.
I feel like there's a chance for it to be saved.
The world is like, damn. That's my fault.
It is. It's all right, y'all.
Take a shower.
Why you gotta say that on camera? Get off my
I
back.
got a schedule. She a busy young woman.
Did you text her and tell her?
She playing basketball and shit.
She is busy.
I'm sure got in. She didn't have practice today.
It's all right. They got her on the schedule. It's all right. He stays on top of it. But yeah, what do y'all think out there on YouTube or wherever you're watching this? It's been a discussion I've had with a few different people, and I think we've all come to a consensus that kids don't look like kids anymore.
Act nothing like
They don't. They definitely don't act. Everybody got a tablet. Everybody got a cell phone. And I get it, like, as far as, like, communication for you to have a cell phone. But, like, if I'm a mom and I got, like, a kid, you're going to have to get, like, a Bricket or something. I don't think you need to be on social media, especially Instagram. It's just, I don't know. It's too much. It's too grown. Kids aren't kids no more. Some of them still be outside, though, but I feel like a vast majority, they're growing up too soon. But we're going to move on to the next topic. Do you guys think that women are a little bit more masculine than feminine?
Yeah, I say I don't really.
What makes y'all say no?
It depends on how you deal with women yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. We just speaking. I guess we're gonna speak about personal experiences.
Yeah, no, I think women have a blend of masculine and feminine energy. I think everyone carries both. But, you know, I don't run into even women that come off a little beefy. They're still soft.
Exactly. A woman is a woman, right?
Yeah, I think people who are like intimidated by that or offended by that,
It's different.
It's something challenging with inside
To me, I think it's more propaganda than reality.
Right.
I think so,
It's
too.
more people saying it than it actually happening.
Mm-hmm.
Because the internet is deceitful. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So online, of course, you may see a bunch of niggas, like say, they make one post go viral of a situation where it's making a woman seem masculine
Right.
or whatever. So yeah, everybody jump on that bandwagon and get to thinking that this is how the whole world is viewed.
Right.
Everybody is like, man, no, that's just one stupid ass post or whatever. That's you know, taken out of context. So no, I don't feel like, cause I don't run across women personally that make me feel like they mad. I'm like, damn, she masculine. I don't know.
Right.
You have to not be masculine yourself to feel like a woman is masculine. So I don't know.
Yeah, I feel that.
I don't know.
I just feel like it's just energy.
It is.
Sometimes,
Like you said, it's a yin and yang.
Yeah.
You got them both. Sometimes a woman has to have that masculine energy in order to survive the situation or just in order to get her point across.
Yeah, I don't even like calling it masculine.
Exactly.
It's just
It's
like
really
that.
just
It's just
because it depends on what you describe as masculine. Because
Right.
now that word get misconstrued. That's how when they say toxic masculinity, all that type of
Yeah.
shit, it's all about perspective and that.
For sure.
People they like to put just being strong and type of shit in masculine, and like that ain't necessarily the same.
Yeah,
I agree.
What energy is required? Like some energy is softer. Like, you know, how you handle a child.
Right.
On their level, you
Exactly.
don't require a softer
Especially
energy.
men with daughters.
Yeah.
You have to tap into your feminine energy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You gotta understand where your daughter's coming from. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
It's just whatever energy is required. Like, let's say a woman is being mugged. She got to use a different type of energy to get off of her.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
What you supposed to do? Be feminine?
Right.
Oh,
I just got to beat you with the energy.
I gotta do this. They said that ain't feminine or masculine.
Right.
That's one. That's like how they try to put, I guess, genders or whatever on colors. You know what I'm saying? It ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course we associate one with the other. but
Right. Just because we've been accustomed to do so.
It's all about how you present it.
I agree. I'm glad that y'all had said that because I had heard this topic on the Breakfast Club and all the callers were like, yeah, women is more masculine. It's because we have to be. But I like how y'all said that it's really just the propaganda because so you. That's what I'm saying. You taking care of yourself is masculine. It's not masculine. You're taking care of yourself.
Flight mode or they in whatever mode they're in. That's that. That's still a feminine person or feminine energy that's in that type of mindset. You know what I mean? She's not feminine or whatever.
I agree. I'm glad that they were here, y'all, because I feel like anybody else would have been like, hell yeah. But I feel like any man who's going to say that is a man who's a little bit threatened.
Going on. Everybody against one another, and I ain't never been with that. I've always just been a woman lover. Like, I'm a man's man. I love everything about a woman, all the way. I love my grandma to my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I love her.
He's a man's
So
man.
I love women. So every man ain't like that right now. It's a
That's
lot
right.
of niggas like fuck these bitches. You know what
It sure is.
Just like the women that fuck these niggas, right? It's like everybody at each other's neck right now.
It is a lot of dudes like that.
It is. It is though.
It be men who be like, the phone work both ways. It be men who be like, why you didn't give me nothing? Like, why you didn't give me no flowers type shit. Like, I hate stuff like that. But we're not going to get into the sassy conversation. I'm going to say that for another day.
Yeah, I know how you feel about those.
I can't stand a sassy nigga. It's for real some dudes out here like that. Like, why would you even speak that? Even if you thought it. Why would you speak that? Why would you let me hear you say that? Be fucking for real. But, okay, on to our very last topic. How y'all feel about a 4-day work week?
Man, hey, that really needs to be the new.
I think that needs to be the norm.
To something normal.
Yeah. We
Working
deserve
period
it.
is bullshit. Come on now. Now, 4 days out the week, all right, cool. That's you get almost half the week. You get 3 days. Because really,
Work with me.
One of them work off days ain't a real off day.
Uh-uh.
For sure.
Because you just got off work or you just not getting ready.
You gotta recover.
So it ain't the same.
No.
Yeah. I'm with that. 4 days should be.
It's
normal.
countries out here really doing it. And it's actually a few states here or a few companies that are already practicing that too. I should have wrote them down so y'all can apply for them if you qualify. But I feel like if I had a fat ass corporation, which I will in a couple of years because, you know, New Wave Incorporated, but we will definitely be doing a 4-day work week. What are we talking about?
It's a no-brainer to me.
It's a no-brainer.
You can get the same amount of work done.
You can. I feel like a lot more people would prefer it. You can split it up and you can choose whatever whatever weekday. Absolutely. You're going to get better results out of your employees off top. I feel like they would even save money. They wouldn't even be open as long. You know what I'm saying? They close for an additional, I don't know, but banks ain't trying to hear it.
Fuck that. Put it on the ballot.
Yeah.
I'm with it. Let me get this 4 days.
4-day work week is deserved. Everyone deserves it.
It is deserved.
Actually, people don't really.
I feel like it's a necessity.
Work in their craft completely.
Exactly.
And be able to survive.
Because at the end of the day, everybody should be doing every job just because it needs to be done.
Yeah.
Not because we're getting paid for it.
Right.
We should be doing the shit that
That's a great way to put it. Niggas should just be doing it because it need to be
we
done.
all need this shit. What the fuck are we talking about?
Right.
we all need it. That's what I'm trying to talk about.
Capitalism. How do you get around it?
Man, hey, it's some ways, but we don't want to take it there.
They don't want to take it there, but if you are trying to take it there, hit me up. I'm trying to take it there. I'm trying to take it there. All right, y'all, but I think everybody across the board agrees with the 4-day work week. We need to speak to our senators and whomever else puts those things on the ballot so we can vote as a group. I feel like I'm going to get one hell of a turnout. But those are the topics that we have for episode 8. I almost forgot what episode we're on. We're about to bring on our guest, so stay tuned to find out who it is. All right, guys, welcome back to the Wave Talk. We have our guest, the one and only Jonesy, the Love Coach. How you doing today?
I'm doing amazing.
Good. I'm so happy to see you.
I'm very happy to see you as well.
Oh, thank you so much. How are you?
I'm phenomenal. You know, I got a lot of good things going on.
Love the word choice.
I have, you know, some things that are a little uncomfortable here and there, but that's how I know I'm winning. You know, because when you beat the uncomfortableness, you win the game. So just little victories here and there.
I like how you put that into perspective. I'm feeling a little bit uncomfortable myself.
That means that you got to push through because when you're on top of that, you won. Like, that's what it feels like to win is uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable. That's what it feels like. But then it's like, what if you get comfortable? Do you feel like you need to get into something else that makes you uncomfortable?
Yeah, it means you need to do more.
You got to do more.
Yeah,
Keep adding to it.
For sure. Like, you know, the NBA Finals is going on right now, or we're in the playoffs, but it's like the person who's winning the championship is never comfortable until
That's
after
true.
the deed is done. You
That's
know?
true.
So we got to win.
Who's your team?
NBA, I stopped following after, you know, Thunder lost all his players.
Well, you know.
But I'm a big time LeBron James fan.
Okay.
And so I haven't really been watching because whoever I watch, it's like the Drake curse. Everyone I watch loses. So I just try to stay out of that.
I feel you. The Drake curse is real.
Yeah.
I can't watch it.
I got to stay out of that.
He's like taboo. I be feeling like that with myself too. I'm like, maybe if I'm not involved, they'll have better odds.
Yeah, but I mean, in terms of like football, we them boys.
I know the fuck we are.
Come on now. And,
I know the fuck we are.
Know,
Woo.
I try to keep that same. Like I watch,
So happy to
especially
hear that.
when we have a good season. But it's just like
we're gonna have a watch party or something.
I would love that.
That would be so lit. We them boys, baby.
We them boys.
I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it.
I'm gonna hear about it.
You gonna hear about it?
For sure.
He'll take it.
My family.
Direct it to him, but I don't want to hear it. Y'all can
hating.
save it. They do, and they like to turn up as soon as they find out. And it's like, we not the only team. Why y'all go so hard on us?
Exactly, because we're the greatest. We're America's team.
Literally.
We
been
got the
that.
star.
Been that. Got the best colors in the game.
Come on now.
We not gonna Oklahoma's team, to be honest.
You said what?
It's definitely been Oklahoma's team.
For sure.
I mean, we got
America's team was shit show. Anybody Oklahoma know? Anybody Oklahoma know? We ain't had them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't have that next door.
Come on, man.
Well, yeah, the next door.
Shit, yeah.
I was at the Super Bowl party in '94, '95 when we won.
Okay.
That was the last time I felt that.
I was turned up, man.
94, 95. He was there.
That was.
How old was you?
I was probably like in '95. I was 10, so.
Oh, okay.
9 and 10, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
You don't even look that old.
Well, I appreciate
Well,
that.
not even old, but they don't even look like, that's not giving his age. I love black people. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
All right, but let's redirect.
Okay.
Where did you get the name The Love Coach from?
Man, that's a good question. It just kind of came to me, and I'll lead with this. My friend just recently told me something that was very powerful to me. He said, "The thoughts don't originate in your mind, so they come from somewhere else because wherever they come from, they believe that you have a fertile enough mind to grow it into something." So when I see the wave talk, it's because you had a fertile mind. Somebody said, she's going to do this.
Right.
And so that's where I think the Love Coach came from. It just came to me and it was perfect. I was trying to figure it out. And someone was like, oh, you're the love coach. Not a life. I'm not a life coach. I'm a love coach.
Yes. So dig deeper into that. Why love over life?
Because love is the greatest thing that ever existed. Love is why we're here today, you know. If it wasn't for the Creator's love, we wouldn't even be here. And so I've had a lot of life where I thought I knew what love was and my life was falling apart and I was blaming others and I was pointing the finger at everybody but me. Couldn't nobody, it had to always be someone else's fault. And then I realized that I just wasn't loving myself. I wasn't taking myself on walks. I wasn't going outside, smelling the flowers, looking at the sky. And once I figured that out, I was like, okay, it's other people who aren't out here loving themselves, you know? And it's like, the worst that I've ever felt, someone else has felt that. And it just kind of changed things for me as far as like my perspective.
Absolutely. So is that your purpose, is to help people figure out how to love themselves?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Because when you love yourself, shit get real fun. You know, they think it get weak. Like, oh, he love. Nah, I'm having the best time of my life. On the other side of love, you know, so.
On the other side of love. Now, how long would you say that it took you to get to this point?
My whole life.
Yeah. Is it a continuous journey?
No, I'm locked in now.
He's locked in.
But, I mean, you know, I think I mentioned to you about psychedelics and things. So I was dabbling in psychedelics for about 6 months, and then I shroomed myself retarded, and then I became the love coach, you know.
How does one do that? Like, how much do you got to take?
Well, I was doing it pretty often, you know, maybe 3 times a week, just trying to figure things out. Like, who am I? What am I? Why am I here?
Yeah.
And then one day I found out, you know, out of all the trips that I've had, you know, ridiculous ones, trips where I can't talk unless I'm walking backwards. Like, it doesn't make sense. I'm in like the upside down world. And then one day it just, I don't know, it all clicked. I understood my purpose. I understood why I was here. And now when I take people on walks, they don't got to go through all of that. You know what I'm saying? Hov did that, so hopefully you would have to go through that, you know?
Yeah.
And now you just come right to the, you know, like me. So I
Can you talk about the most memorable trip that you've had so far?
Ooh, what is the most? Yes. I've had so many.
Yeah, I bet. I'm so
What kind of
intrigued.
tone do you want? With like, what kind of, because I've had them all.
I want to hear something about you seeing something. Like, I'm trying to see something, like hallucinations. Do you see stuff?
Oh, yeah.
Aside from like vivid colors?
Yeah, I mean, if you close your eyes. Okay, I'll tell you one.
Okay.
So I had a trip where, and this might be a little too old for you, but you remember Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, I do.
Like how it would come on and it'd have like all these like art colors and things like that. Well, I had my AirPods in and I was listening to Lil Uzi Vert and I was sitting on my couch and this is like one of the early ones. And at some point I just kind of got stuck and I was like sitting like this, but my body started like, I don't know, it's like, what do you call it? Like if you ever look in a mirror and it's two mirrors pointing at each other and it's like you see all the reflections. My body did that. And that was one of the funnest ones because I love music and psychedelics. But my cousin called me while I was in the middle of that trip and I was talking to him. But since I was in that type of heightened, mind state, it just sounded like he was a voice in my head. And I could not determine if this was reality or not because of the way that he was talking. But he called me right on time because I started talking to him about, how life is just life. And he's one of my fuck up cousins. And I was like, it's okay that you fuck up, because that's life. And, you live to grow and learn and do it all over again. So it was a very interesting conversation.
That's good that he was able to get that. Now, did he or was he like, this nigga's tripping? Or was he like,
yeah, I did tell him that I was tripping, but, he'd be high all the time.
But not tripping like that, like, man, this nigga tripping. Like, this nigga bugging.
No,
okay.
he didn't take it.
Well.
He received it.
Okay, that's good.
He received it well.
That's good. We've had this conversation before. I'm going to try them. I really am.
I can't wait.
It's just whenever I'm ready because it's like, if you don't respect the shrooms, they're not going to respect you.
Yeah.
And I'm at a place in my life to where I'm not ready to tap into reality. I want to stay delusional just a tad bit longer. Because it's like once you go over that threshold, you can't go back. You know what I'm saying? You can't unsee or unexperience those things.
Now, you're not lying. You cannot unsee. But what's waiting for you is so grandiose, you wouldn't believe it. I mean, look at what you've done so far.
Yeah.
And there's something bigger for you, telling you how to get it. So whenever that time comes, I can't wait. I'd be happy to, guide you.
How long did the trips last?
It lasts about 4 hours.
Damn.
Yeah. But after that, you kind of like winding down. Like after the 4 hour mark, you kind of like back to normal, but you're still in that very thoughtful headspace to where you're like, I can't believe that all of these things that I just saw are real, So it's a beautiful experience. You would enjoy it.
Are you able to talk about the walks that you take people on?
Oh, yeah.
You want to talk a little bit about it?
Yeah, I'll talk about, I recently took one of my cousins on a walk and, oh no, I'll tell you a different one.
Okay.
So I took someone who braids my hair. I took her on a walk. And funny story is the only reason that I know her is because one of her other clients' daughters spit on my daughter. And his braids were fresh. And I was like, yo, son, who did your braids? And that's how I met, the lady that does my hair. But she heard about me talking about psychedelics and these smoothies, and she finally was like, hey, I want to do it. And so I picked her up. We have the smoothies. We drink the smoothies. I'm riding around. I had to make a stop in Midwest City to drop off a smoothie to someone else. And in that time frame, it's been about 20 minutes, and she's like, I feel like a big girl because ain't nothing happening to me. And I was like, oh, just you wait. Just you wait. Something is going to happen. But, and we're driving, and she starts yawning as we're on the highway, and we're on our way to like Lake Hefner. She starts yawning, and I'm like, oh, those are those shroomy yawns. And as soon as I said that, she busted out in laughter like it got her right at that moment. And then a big truck passed us, and she screamed. She was like, oh my God. Like, I feel like the truck was inside the car.
Ooh, yeah,
and so I'm like, I'm just driving like, well, look at you. But essentially I let people have like their, I let people have their, they're fun, like the first, hour or so, like just being amazed by the things that they're seeing and how they're interpreting new information before things get real. But essentially we went to the park, and I'm gonna tell y'all a story. This is kind of deep.
Let's have it.
All right, so I didn't tell y'all who this was, but if y'all know, I didn't say a name.
Okay.
So we're at the park, Lake Hefner. What was that playground called?
Stars
and Stripes. Yeah. And she's looking at the children, and she's looking at the lake, and she's like, outside is outside, and people is people, and the colors is coloring. Like, she can't stop saying that. So, but then she starts telling me about a story. She was like, there's a story that I blocked out of my mind whenever I was 9. She said when she was 9, she remembers she tried to kill her mom. Yeah. And so I didn't even flinch. The first thing that came to my mind is, what could a 9-year-old have gone through that would make her want to kill her mom? And she told me the story. She said her mom asked her to make her some coffee. She went in the kitchen. She put some boric acid in the coffee and mixed a little bit more and kind of stirred it around. And she gave it to her mom. And she told me, she was like, she would always ask me to get her coffee, but you couldn't, stop your brother from raping me. You couldn't protect me. And she said whenever she gave her that coffee and her mother did not die, she was like, that was the most hopeless she had ever felt in her life, because that meant that she would have to be subjected to this for longer. And, I just listened. And then I told her, and this was a hard pill for her to swallow, I said, your mom was doing the best that she could, And that's the sad thing, is that in life we're always doing the best that we can.
Right.
And whenever we become aware that we could do better, we do better.
Absolutely.
But we're always doing.
You're not doing better.
Yeah.
Your best at the time.
You're always doing your best. And she was like, well, I don't accept that, because I would have never did that. And I said, well, because you're better than her.
Exactly.
But right in that moment, she understood what I was saying, and she forgave her mom, and she let it go right on the spot. And so that is the benefits of having a guide while you're on psychedelics. Otherwise, it could have just been, Looney Tunes all day.
Right.
Just riding around, looking at the colors, but it really is healing in those in shrooms.
Why do you think they have such a bad stigma when it's been nothing but positive positive interactions and honestly, like, positive results?
Yeah, it's the government.
Yeah.
They
because
don't.
they've even started to decriminalize it in some states. It's not that bad.
It's like all kind of other shit. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to discredit shit, especially when you only show
Right.
the side of the context. So, you showing the misuse of it, you showing people that, with
Right.
shit. So it's easy to make people believe one narrative.
Right.
Yeah, facts. Like back in the 70s or late 60s, whenever we were going to war with Vietnam, they were trying to, drive people to go to war. But everybody was like, peace and love. It's because they were on LSD and shrooms. And they was like, or Nixon was like, yeah, get that shit out of here.
Right. You niggas need to go to war.
We gonna ban this.
Ain't no peace, no love. Get your ass over there.
Ain't no peace out here.
Right,
Yeah. What'd you say? Where the coke?
Bring the coke.
We about to go to war.
For sure.
You niggas is going to war.
That's exactly what happened. So.
Get them feelings and emotions out of here. No more. Get that coke.
No, that's for real.
That's facts. Yep.
That's for real. And I think that over time, things like psychedelics are going to be like just cool across the board, just like weed is.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I mean, it's coming. I'm patient. But I really love the idea of you, taking that step, getting into that role to help people go through that journey. What inspired you, like, after your first experience, like, I need to help niggas do this?
Yeah, that's really what it was. I mean, once I reached that place, because I love absolutely everybody. And it's like, I see me in everyone. So when I look at you, I see me, and that was a tough pill to swallow whenever I had a trip that showed me that there's only one thing that exists, and that's creation itself. It's kind of like it's a puppet hand, or it's a hand, and then, there's Michelle, there's Byron, there's Byron's kids, and we're all living our own lives, and we're thinking that we're separate, but it's one thing operating all of us. And so we're all that one thing, but we have egos, and we experience life as ourselves. But it kind of took away, like, I don't know, that lustful eye that I be having for women, because you be like, why are you thirsting after yourself? You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you viewing yourself in that way? Because everything that you do to someone else, essentially, you're doing it to yourself. So it just made me, look at people different, honor people differently, really love people, not just no fake love. So.
My goodness, he said whenever you do to somebody else, you're really doing it to yourself.
Yeah, essentially you're doing it to yourself. So I had to take better care.
That's real shit. When you hear
He's stressing me out.
Yeah, like,
because it's really true.
It is true.
Yeah, like, you're me, born to your parents as a woman. You're me, or I'm you born to my parents, and, growing up in the places that I grew up. It's just
all the same, just in
different circumstances. So,
Sheesh.
yeah. So the men that be like, where my flowers at? They just grew up in a soft life. So, like, they want flowers too. They grew up like that. You gotta give them back.
Go get yourself some flowers then, B.
No, but those just aren't the men for you though.
For sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
There are some women who think that's cute.
Yeah.
There's some girls, right, and I'm not.
That's why when you told me what you wanted, I said, I love that for you. And I want you to have everything.
I can't handle that. I just be talking shit. Don't ever remind me when I say anything.
We ain't gonna repeat what she said.
No, we not. Because it don't matter what I said, because it was crazy nonsense. Now, aside from you being a love coach, you're also an artist.
Yeah.
If you guys have not had a chance to stop by, is it 405 Nation headquarters? Is some of your art still up?
Yeah, it's still in there.
They've got an art gallery out there, and a few of his paintings are up. Talk to us about how you got interested or got started into art. And y'all, his stuff is so beautiful, so pretty, just like, and I saw him make some of the stuff like on spot.
Well,
talented.
I used to draw all the time back in the day, so drawing was like one of my first gifts that I found out that I had. And as I got older, I didn't really have anyone kind of like pour into that for me. They were like, oh, you're so good, you should be an architect, or you should be this. But I didn't really have any mentors to show me how to be, a better artist. And then I also was a little conceited. So I'm in art class and the teacher telling me you need to do it like this. I'm like, who's the artist? It's me. And that,
I think I got it.
But that kind of hurt me in the long run, because I wasn't able to develop, my skills like other people who were listening to, teachers and stuff. So, but I stopped doing art for the longest time. And then once I tapped back into love and loving myself, I realized that that was something that was special to me. And you should do everything that you love. And so that's how I made the pieces that I made. And I was, on psychedelics, some of them, I was like,
At the pop-up, were you?
For sure.
Ooh,
For
how
sure.
exciting.
Yeah, I was on psychedelics at the pop-up.
Yeah? Do you like microdose? Is this daily or like?
Nah, I really only take them with like when I go on walks now. But, as I was getting started out, like I said, I do LSD, Molly, and shrooms, and those are like the three best
present day
psychedelics.
you still do Molly? How are you finding it? But no, we'll talk.
Yeah.
But no, that's fucking lit.
Yeah.
That is so lit.
Yeah.
People look at me and they think like, oh, Michelle, she just so such and such. I'm like, y'all don't know.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know. But aside from you being an artist, you're also a dad, and those tie into the two, because I saw you were painting and then you had your kids there and they were also painting. Did you how they picked that up, or they're just naturally artistic as well?
I don't know how genetics work, but I think it does have something to do with, just the energies that are passed between mother and father into the children, because all of my children are super talented in terms of like art. My oldest, she writes stories, she writes horror, and she's like 15, and I'm like, okay, you got some crazy ideas going on, but I think what matters most is like how you pour into it. Letting them know that, hey, I'm with whatever you with.
Right.
So.
That's so important as a parent to take that stance.
Yeah.
Because I know my mom was not with that at all. She was not like, I'm on whatever you want. No, you need to be doing this, this, and this.
Yeah.
So it's kind of crazy how I still turned out to be in this position. However, like, it was not going this way initially. It was not going this way initially, but no, that's very important. Were you Well, you said you didn't really have any mentors to point to as far as like art or activities. How was your parenting style that you received?
Oh man, I got a whooping every day of my life until I was like 11. I was just figuring things out. I was probably too much. I don't think I was bad, but I was always into stuff.
Yeah.
You know, I was the oldest, so I was trying to learn and trying to figure things out. I'm up here playing with fire. I'm cooking. I'm doing everything at 7. You know, and it's like, but then after after 11, they start breaking off every other week or something like that. I think my last whooping was like 15.
Oh.
Yeah, that was crazy. It was in the apartments right there in Fairfax.
What did you do? Do you remember?
Absolutely. I'd be happy to tell this story. My mom had this dude that she was dating. His name was Tyrone. And this is the love coach. But back then, I hated that nigga. And I had a dog named Patches. And basically, my mom gave Patches to my Uncle Howard. And when I came home from school, I was like, Mama, where Patches at? She was like, huh? Patches not there? Where is she? I said, oh, that's the game we playing? And Tyrone was there, and he was like, man, you crying and this. And I'm like, listen, man.
One of them.
I'm like, listen, man, lick my balls. That's what I told her at 15.
Oh my God.
And he was this short, swole, bald-headed dude. And he got all up in my face. I'm like, hey, man, do what you need to do, because you're going to go to jail. But my mom was embarrassed. My mom was embarrassed. She woke me up with a whooping. Yeah. And all the homies in the neighborhood heard it. Damn, and they was like, yeah, I heard your mama whooping your ass. I was like, nah, that wasn't me.
That wasn't me. I can't relate.
That was the last whooping I ever got.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm sure she felt bad about it.
My mom and my daddy ain't ever whooped me.
That's good.
I know I was really like the best kid that you could ever have. I didn't get into no type of trouble. Yeah. My mom said I just had like a little issue with talking back, but it never warranted a whooping. Yeah. How do you feel about whooping? Do you whoop your children?
No.
No? You don't? A lot of people don't whoop their kids no more.
Yeah, no, I mean, you got to have communication skills.
I was just going to say, I feel like whoopings are a sign of lack of communication.
Facts.
Because why is that 100%. Your first result is to hit me?
Yeah, and in real life too.
Yeah.
Niggas that be out here punching on people lack communication skills.
Hey, that's me when it comes to niggas. Sadly, that's me when it comes to niggas.
That's hilarious.
It's sad.
You gotta talk that out. You just gotta talk it through. Take a second.
Every fight that I've ever been in has been with a male, and I am not proud of it. That is bad. But I don't do that no more.
Nah, I respect it.
As of January of this year, I don't do that no more. So.
And she telling the truth.
I'm a recovering person who doesn't have good communication skills. I don't put my hands on people no more.
I love that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now, don't get twisted. I will put my hands on someone if it's warranted.
Yeah.
But I don't like doing that. I don't like getting physical with nobody. If
anything, I want to carry around some mace.
Yeah.
Because if you provoke me in any type of way, or even if you like upset me, just
yeah, get out
of
here.
Is that illegal?
I don't know. People? It might be. It might be a charge.
Why would they sell it?
If they upset you in any kind of way, it could just be like something verbal. You can't just mace people for that. I don't think.
I almost had a joke. I'm gonna let that one.
What is it?
I almost been like, she maced him because he was like, I want some flowers too. That's gonna get you a charge, ma'am.
You gonna get charged.
That's gonna get you a charge. That's hilarious.
He's definitely pressing.
He's for sure.
Officer, it was her.
He's for sure pressing charges.
We don't care about that.
Yeah.
We don't care about that. I'm gonna take a little segue.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, in each of my episodes, I like to ask the questions.
Yeah.
For Are You Smarter Than a Fifth Grader?
Yeah. I totally did not prepare myself for this. I was just like, take it as it comes.
It's all right. Nobody ever prepares because you don't know what I'm about to ask.
Not at all.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. I feel like these are moderately easy.
Okay.
I didn't want them to be too difficult. Okay. So, what are the large rocks that orbit the sun between Mars and Jupiter called?
Asteroids?
You're right.
Oh, okay.
They're asteroids. That's right.
Okay.
I just figured like that was a no-brainer, but is that not all the large rocks in the solar system? What else are they called? Not asteroids. Meteor. They're probably meteorites.
Yeah,
Ooh.
meteorites, meteor, and then there's a comet, but I don't know what a comet is. It's just like it has its own orbit too. I think
A
comets
comet has
do.
an orbit?
Some.
Y'all, he know a lot more than I thought he did.
I surprised myself with that one.
Dang, he
I
does
got
some
lucky.
knowledge. That's all right. We got another one.
Yeah.
What's the plural form of deer?
Deer.
That was a trick question. I didn't know if he was gonna get that one. Okay, whatever. It's all good. You're not about to get all these right.
Oh, well, maybe. I don't know. Hopefully I do. I will.
Hopefully you do. I shouldn't be a hater like that.
Nah, if I get it wrong, though, I ain't tripping now. Because these are.
It's okay.
Are you smarter than the fifth grader questions?
But we already know that you are. How many adjectives are in the sentence, Billy made a rude noise in class?
Billy made a rude noise in class.
Mm-hmm.
Well, noise is a thing. So I'm going to just say one. Rude.
You're right. Damn.
That one had me for a second like, hold on, I was questioning
I think we got him. It's all right. I got one more, and I don't think you're going to get this one.
Okay.
Okay. He might. What is the longest river in the United States?
Ooh. The longest river in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to say the Mississippi River. I'm just guessing. Yeah.
Is that your final answer?
Oh, God, that's not it.
I'm just asking. I didn't say that it was or if it wasn't.
Yeah, that's my final answer because I don't know my rivers.
That's all right. The answer is the Missouri River.
The Missouri River. Okay.
You know, I've never heard of the Missouri River.
I have not either.
But the way you said Missouri River.
Yeah.
One would have thought that you heard of it.
Dang. I'll know that for forever now.
Yeah. Do you know the 5 major rivers?
I do not.
The Nile.
Oh, we talking about in the world.
Yeah, the major ones.
The Nile might have been the only one that I knew. The Tigris, is there a Tigris River?
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be it. I think I'm done.
I'm up here asking you like I could name all of them. I was like, do you know the 5 major? Like, bitch, you don't either.
Hey, that's how
Somebody pull up Google.
For real.
Because it's not up for me to know, it's for y'all to know.
That's facts.
All right, well, we're going to keep it going. I also like to ask everybody, who are your top 5?
Top 5 what?
We'll do hip hop and then I want to do R&B.
Oh, top 5.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My taste has changed so much in the past couple years.
I'm curious.
I'm not about to embarrass myself and tell you.
Embarrass yourself how?
Hey, listen, because I will be judged. I'm going to give you.
I listen to everything up under the sun.
Okay, so my favorite artist is going to be Drake. Yeah, that's my favorite artist.
D-Right, you didn't even hear it.
I mean, he's talented. You know what I'm saying? His music feels good. He got something for everything.
He did.
Yeah. But that's just because I love his music. I love music, and he provides a vibe and a feeling that I like. I understand what he's saying. But who else? Oh, Kendrick. Kendrick is another.
That's right.
Love Kendrick. Another favorite.
You got 3 more.
Dang, 3 more?
Yeah.
3 more for hip hop.
If I take it back to who my favorites used to be, I'm going to go Pac. Hove is one of my favorites.
Same.
And then let me throw y'all an oddball, somebody
Okay.
that's really killing it. That I'm like, because since the psychedelics, I listen to a lot of trippy music. Dang, who is going on?
I'm trying to think of trippy
now?
artists.
Yeah, like, Trippy Red, Uzi, Playboy
I was about to
Cardi,
say Uzi
all of
or
them.
Cardi.
Oh, hold up. I cannot believe I left out my guy, Kanye. Kanye
That's
I got to keep him in
5.
there.
Right, okay. Yeah, it is a solid
Drake,
5.
Kanye, and Kendrick, like, those are my top three for sure.
Yeah.
I appreciate all of them for various reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
What's your favorite Kanye album? Can you pick?
Wow. Like
I was like, can
the
you
first
pick?
one that he came out with, College Dropout, that was like I can go listen to that right now. Like I've been working this gracious.
It's late registration for me.
Late registration was fire.
That's the one for me. And graduation.
Yeah. Graduation is crazy.
Graduation is crazy.
But I'm gonna say Donda is gonna be one of my favorites,
Donda,
and then that Christian album he dropped.
Sunday Service.
Yeah,
Damn it,
Sunday
it's so
Service
good.
is fire.
Oh, it's so good.
Hey, whenever I
Kanye's
found
not
myself,
playing around.
when I found myself in them shrooms, he had me weeping in the car on the way
No,
to
for
Texas.
real,
Like
I bet.
I gotta go see my dad
I bet.
on that Sunday service. Oh man, it was too good. So, yeah.
I love bitches.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Some emotional.
Woof.
Oh man, had me in a chokehold.
I've seen Kanye twice. It's the frequencies. People don't understand. That's why the music touch you different.
For sure.
It's the waves.
Yeah, it's the waves. It's the
It's
waves.
really different. That's why you can't even listen to it on every.
Yeah.
That's how I am with Take Care. I can't listen to it often because it hits me that hard. It takes me back immediately, and I'm like,
To a place.
I can't. I gotta be like in a mood to listen to Take Care because
Yeah.
I don't know. It just engulfs me. I
I
can't
know
even
what you mean.
describe it. Ugh, my goodness. But yeah, Kanye. I saw him. I went to go see him and Drake
Yeah.
in LA at the
Real?
Coliseum. Yes, and I snuck in that bitch.
That's crazy.
I snuck in there. Yes. It
As
was,
a journalist, how
no,
did you get
I
in there?
snuck in because I didn't have a vaccination card.
Oh,
And my
okay.
friend, like,
got you.
Passed it behind her back, and I took
Damn.
it and gave the nigga the same one that he didn't
Hold
even
on,
notice.
that's God's work. You gotta acknowledge for a second, like
When
you
I
hit the
tell you the-
ultimate. Like they do that on
And
cartoons, like pass it back.
we didn't even discuss it ahead of time. Me and her are just that locked in.
Yeah, that's God for real. That's tight.
Oh my goodness! And he did "I Wonder."
Mm-hmm.
That's like I think one of my like favorite Kanye songs. It doesn't matter, but they did that song. And I was weeping, and then of
Yeah.
course whenever Drake performed, I weeped.
Yeah, for sure.
I can't wait to see him. I think I'm gonna go see him in Seattle.
Okay. Yeah.
The tickets are cheaper there. Y'all didn't hear when we airing this. Cut that part out. I don't want nobody trying to take my tickets.
Right. Try to
Okay,
steal
give me a
yours.
top 5 R&B artist, and I'm gonna wrap you up.
Okay. Let's go. Let's go Usher.
Yes.
He's one of my top favorites.
Usher Fire for real.
Prince, as I've gotten
Oh.
older, like when you go
Okay.
back to, Purple Rain, when doves cry, all of that, I had to have a different appreciation for that. Who else was killing it with the R&B? Splackavelli. I'm just kidding. You can take that finger down.
I
But he
was
had
like,
he had that track off of the Players Club.
You're really funny. He's like, I'm like,
Nah, he do got
I'ma
he got
give
a
you the
track.
3. I mean, he got a track, but I mean, top 5, I guess.
Dang, let me see. That's hilarious. Let me think.
Like Nick Cannon.
Ooh. I don't know. I'm going
It's
blank.
hard. You got 3 more.
Okay. R&B.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna go. Would Missy be considered R&B?
Missy is not R&B.
Okay, we'll go
I
Genuine.
don't think so. Genuine
Well,
is
she
R&B.
been on some of the hardest
No,
R&B
she
songs.
definitely has been. I will give her that.
Yeah.
But Genuine is R&B.
Okay, we'll go Genuine. Like,
Same OG.
for sure. Have you up in here? Yeah. Even though I might be. Okay. We'll go Aaliyah.
Okay,
I'm a
that's
big
4.
Aaliyah fan. And R&B artist. Who killing it with R&B? Why am I? Give me one. Throw me like 3 names out there.
Okay, well, for like
To
current,
like refresh
right now,
my memory. Yeah.
Right now, you've got SZA, Ari Lennox, Summer Walker. You've got
Why did
Kehlani,
you just do me
you've
like
got-
that? Yes,
You
all
said
3
current.
of those. Like, what
You
you
said
mean?
current.
I love SZA. I love
Yes.
Ari Lennox. She's fire.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then Summer Walker, I like her earlier work because she had me in a chokehold for a little bit too. She was making real R&B for the niggas, man.
She was.
I was like, how are you doing this? Why am I bumping
and now it's
Summer Walker?
And now she's back to us pleasing the girls.
Yeah, hey, I still listen to her though.
Yeah.
You know, I'm down for it all. But thank you for throwing me those lobs.
Absolutely.
I went blank for a second.
I could tell I had to help you out there. I was like, what area you on? Because I'm like a music type person.
Yeah.
Like whenever Spotify does the wrap up, I'm not in like the top 1 to 2% as far as like listeners.
Oh, for real?
Yes, because I'm listening to music that much from like the time I wake up till I go to sleep.
Well, you're going to have to put me on some music. You're going to have to send me some playlists,
Definitely.
anything new. Because I love music.
I do New Music Fridays.
Okay.
I go through the little thing I pick what's good, what's hot, what's not.
Okay.
We need a segment out here on New Music Fridays. Right?
I'll fuck with that.
I'm talking to my producer, y'all.
Yeah.
But yes, those are some pretty good top fives. I was thinking you was going to give me something eccentric. I thought you
Something eccentric?
Yes.
Who's eccentric?
You like Tyler, the Creator?
Love Tyler, the Creator.
Did you listen to the new deluxe that just came out?
I watched all those videos he dropped.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are a part of the deluxe.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Tyler is that dude.
I love his creativity.
Yeah, I got some
since the beginning.
I got some music videos that we try and put together, and it's gonna have that same type of vibe.
Music videos? You do music? Are you a rapper? Are you a singer?
I make music like I paint. You know what I'm saying?
A poet? It's just whatever comes out.
No, it's like hip hop, and then it's also it's some like rap crooning with auto tune.
Okay.
Yeah, it's nice.
Who would you compare it to? Like if you could just be like, oh, if you like such and such, you like me.
I got a track that kind of sound like Gunna.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? We like Gunna.
Yeah, I got some music that kind of sound like that.
Snitch.
Yeah.
But he didn't snitch on me.
Yeah. But I'll let you hear something whenever this is over.
Yeah, absolutely.
You ain't gonna be looking like, oh my God, this is whack. You ain't gonna do nothing.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna pull the.
Nah, you ain't gonna do that.
Okay.
You're gonna be like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing.
I didn't even know that you did music. I just knew about the Love Coach and you being an artist.
Yeah, I try to keep that part.
Artist.
I try to keep that under wraps because it's not my main focus. It's just something that I love to do. But I do have a track that right now we're trying to shop to Kanye. And if he can get it, it's game over. And so we got a couple connections that, you know, where they be like, oh, have your people talk to my people? I don't have any people. So I have to go through some people for their people to talk to his people.
That's hard getting to them people, man.
Yeah, but like I said earlier, thoughts don't originate in the mind. And so whenever that thought popped in my head, like Kanye need this track.
Yeah.
I feel like that was God's work. And so if he make it happen, I'm in that thing. Cause I'm gonna use that as a way.
That for you.
Yeah, I'm gonna use that as a way to love coach these $1 million niggas. And you know,
that's the plan.
That's gonna help
Think
everybody.
of how much more peaceful it would be if niggas were love coached.
Yeah. Cause I mean, it don't change. Like love coaching, the art of loving yourself, it's forgiving yourself and empowering yourself with all your flaws, all the things that make you great. Because a lot of people, they don't even show up as themselves because they're ashamed and people make them feel shame.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, if you say that I'm a sucker, guess what? Happy to be it.
Right.
You know
I'm
what I'm saying?
Sucker.
You know, and then through that, realizing like who you really are and the flaws that you really have, it gives you the ability to work on them and be your best self. So I'm not here to change someone into something completely different. I'm here to help people find out who is the greatest version of themselves. You know, I still say nigga. I still be cussing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I love the shit out of people. Like,
absolutely.
Unconditionally.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Guys, I wish y'all were here to feel the vibes. Like I could feel your energy radiating off the couch if I can talk correctly.
Thank you.
It's so positive. I love this. I can't wait to take the walk. I may expedite it just because if
that's gonna be good.
If I take the walk, you think I can still have a hot girl summer?
1000%. You will have the hottest girl summer.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like hottest, like shaking ass on top of cars, Casamigos.
Hottest. Because what it does,
He said hi to
you're
y'all.
going to appreciate everything about yourself. And the things that you like that you don't tell nobody, you're going to love that shit. And you're going to be like, hey, this is who I am. And I show up like this. And you got to respect it or move around. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Michelle needs that.
come on.
She's so shy.
Listen.
She's so just like,
Nah, you're going to be real. You're going to be a force after this. You're going to be like, nah, this is how I want to move. This is who I am. And your life is going to be the biggest.
Damn.
Not capping. I've been waiting for him. But he already peeped game though. Like he done told me some things that I was like, oh yeah, he already tapped in.
Okay.
So when we do the walk, it's going to be.
Make sure I got the time.
Yeah.
Right, because that's an all day thing.
Yeah,
right.
for sure. Yeah.
Oh, what you got? What's that?
Some now and laters.
I can't eat them. Damn.
I ain't supposed to be eating these, but I'm just seeing it today.
Yeah.
We gotta sin
I'm about to start
sometimes.
my fast, so I'll be going crazy right before I fast. Like,
Yeah.
Mine as
I
well.
respect that.
Mine as well. But yes, as I mentioned, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap you up because I feel like we've been talking for a minute. How long has it been going? Because you know how we get. You know how we get.
Yeah.
45 minutes already though. I'm gonna have to bring you back after we had a walk.
For sure, I would
After
love
we
it.
had a walk, we're gonna have.
Hey, listen, you're going to be talking real different. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to be like, hey, he showed me.
hit the streets when you have.
Ooh, no, absolutely not. Keep it
Yeah.
in the vault. Keep
Nah,
it in
you
the
gonna-
vault.
Be a long ass episode.
You're going to
Yeah.
really enjoy it. So, I guarantee you.
You heard it here. He guarantees, like Denzel
guarantee it,
Washington.
for sure.
Guarantee.
They see that on the label. I guarantee this
I
product.
guarantee this product. Now, go ahead and let everybody know how to find you, how we can listen to your music, and where people can purchase your art if it's up for sale.
You know what? You could follow me at _ the love coach on IG. If you want to email me about business, which I'm going to get a new email address because I seen something on social media that made me feel bad about myself. But for now, you can email me at thelovecoach9 at gmail.com. But you're supposed to have your own domain or something like
I
that.
know you are. But I had lost access to the first email
Yeah.
and made a new one today on my break. And I was like, yes. But how do we find your music? How do we stream it? Or do you have no platforms?
If you go to SoundCloud, I'm on SoundCloud as Jonesy 1009.
Okay.
So JONESY 1009. That's how you'll be able to find my music. Or actually, I just lied. That's one of my login names. On SoundCloud, you can find me
Hack
at
this nigga. I'm
the
just
number
kidding.
2. The number 2 Jonesy. 2 Jonesy.
Okay, too Jonesy. I like
2
that.
Jonesy. And so
I like that.
the new music is unreleased. I haven't put anything out, but don't worry, it's coming. I have a project working with the guy that you met at the last event at 405 Nation headquarters. His name's Jerry K. We got some real crazy music coming out.
Shout out to Jerry K. Is he a producer?
He does engineering. He does produce a little bit, but it's really, he just has like a genius level mind that kind of like cherry picks all the beats and then gives you these little runs. And he's like, here, do what you will with it. He's great. Yeah, he's a curator.
Shout out to Jerry K.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. We're going to have to find him. But I feel like you should leave us on a note. I usually end on a quote or whatever, and I still will, but I don't know, I kind of want to hear what you have to say on like a closing note.
Okay, let me think of something I've been working with. Your life is your fault. And if you are not responsible for your emotions, then you are not a responsible person. Someone has control over your life. So get control over your life and take ownership of everything that you feel. It's no one else's fault.
Somebody clap for this man.
Hey, freaking man, guys. Jonesy the Love Coach, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned. We'll be back with the closing quote and segment. And yeah, we'll be back. Just stay tuned. That was so good.
No, thank you for having me, for real.
Yes. Thank you guys again for watching another episode of The Wave Talk. I want to give a huge shout out and a big special thank you to our guest today, Jonesy, the Love Coach. again, what a phenomenal conversation, guys. As you can tell, we definitely could have got a lot deeper. We definitely will be going a lot deeper whenever we come back after I take my little walk. Let's take a long walk, like Jill Scott said. I want to kind of have that music like playing in the background. Can we do that? Can we get some sound effects? Okay, yeah, he said we can get some sound whenever I take the walk. But as I generally do, as I always do on every episode, I'm going to close you out with a quote that I got from Tumblr, because, you know, that's where I get my stuff from. The quote says, I be hitting that pen, it be giving, anyways. The quote says, none of my past experiences can be used against me. It happened, it's done, I don't care, I've grown, leave me alone. I feel like we're so used to like holding people accountable for who they used to be and not really giving credit to, you know, who they're becoming. We always want to just focus on the past, and it's like, I don't know, if you see me doing my best and I'm not on the same shit as before, you're gonna have to let it go, because really, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? If you're still trying to treat me a certain way from shit that have been done happen, I don't know what to tell you, because like I said, I don't care. I've grown, I've moved on. In some instances, we're still growing and we're still moving on, but you know, it's a process. So if you're out there and you feel like people are trying to hold your past against you, fuck it. Get it up off your back. Shake your shoulders, dust your shoulders off. You know what I'm saying? Get that chip off your shoulder and just keep going. Don't sit in it. But I'm done talking. I want to give a huge shout out to New Wave or No Wave, the home team. I might have messed up my mic on that one. Give a huge shout out to Life Media, behind the camera, forever and always. Give a huge shout out to Jonesy Love Coach, of course. Follow him on Instagram _the Love Coach. Yeah, follow us on all social media platforms, The Wave Talk Official. We do have a new email address, by the way. So if you tried to email me on the other one, I didn't see it. So send it again at thewavetalkofficial@gmail.com. He was just roasting me because I don't have my own domain. So I'm going to be getting a new email address soon. But yeah, thank y'all again for watching another episode of The Wave Talk. And I'll see y'all next time. Bye.